Hello and welcome to Louisville Now. I call this your fast pass for behind the scenes and how metro government works. I am honored to introduce a man who's been serving our community for over 10 years. He is the newly appointed county clerk, Jefferson County Clerk, David Yates. David, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you being on today. Okay, before we get into your new position, I think people need to be aware of not only in the Senate, but you have been serving the South End for over 10 years and very well, which to me makes you very qualified for this position. Give me a little overview of your career.
Okay, well, I started off, grew up in the South End in the area where I was raised. I went to Holy Cross High School, undergrad at University of Louisville, went to law school and came back, was Assistant Attorney General of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, opened my own law practice and decided to run for Metro Council. I was the youngest Metro Council person elected. And I came in 2010. I served 10 years on the council, 2 terms as president of the council, and decided to hang it up and just try to serve the community in other ways. I got a call from the governor and talked about running for state senate, and I did it. It was just a great opportunity, serving the state senate and also in leadership. And then this opportunity came, and just another opportunity to serve my community.
Yeah, when Mayor Greenberg appointed you, I thought, okay, this guy has proven he's a great ambassador for Louisville, because one of the first things you did was that you paid a tribute to Bobby Holtzclaw. That was important to you, wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, you talk about any great public servant deserves to be recognized. Bobby Holtzclaw, at 27 years of what she has done for her community, given herself the sacrifice to make this office what it is. Not only has it created such a great foundation that we get to continue to build on, but a legacy. And so I think that she is well deserved of that honor, and I want to make sure we recognize that. And one way to continue to honor that is to do a great job. Because I know how important that this job and this position that I get to hold is for her and for the people who work here.
You're the right man for the position. I think because of your contacts, because of the work that you have done, a lot of what you do is about partnerships, being able to pick up the phone and talking to people. You're maybe overqualified. Is this a position that you sought, or was it something that someone approached you and said, hey, you'd be right for this?
John, I can tell you my entire career in public service, it's almost by act of God. It's never been something I've always searched out. It's an opportunity to serve. Whether it was in the Metro Council, I saw a need, an opportunity. When it was serving as president, when it was in the state senate, it was in leadership. There's so many opportunities for this office to be able to help people. And to given that, and given my connections on the Metro Council, in the state senate, I was just talking to Secretary Gray yesterday with transportation, talking to the governor, working with it, with the sheriff's office, with the PVA, with the circuit court clerk. We could work together in unison, and we can better serve our constituents. And to me, that's just so important.
So there's a void now, though. I'm curious about how they feel your position with the state senate. How does that work, David?
So it's a special election, similar when Senator McGarvey became Congressman McGarvey. So we do a special election, and then it's determined the Republican Party will pick their candidate, the Democrat Party picks their candidate, and then there could be an independent. That's been done at this point. There's 2 candidates. It'll just be within the district. There is 80 precincts, so we'll have about 30. We'll have 32 poll workers. Will come in. We'll have 8 different voting places put in place, and we're going to make sure every vote counts, making sure that it's accurate and that people get to cast it, and it's important.
Yes.
It's important to fill that seat, that vacancy. Obviously, it's very important to me in the area in the South End to make sure they have a strong voice, but more important than that is just to make sure that people are involved in the process, and so that's why I think special elections are.
As Jefferson County Clerk, you're a guy who does his homework. I'm curious about your goals. I'm sure you thought this out. Well, what are some of your goals, David?
Well, first and foremost is to make us open and transparent. Right now, you think about the way democracy, elections are probably the most fundamental part of a democracy, so a fair, accurate, transparent elections, and we're going to make sure we do that. But also, there's so much more the clerk's office does, and part of that is I want to be streamlining services. I want to make sure that people are protected right now in the world with fraud and some of the hacking. I've got to make sure we double down on our technology and make sure that it's secure and safe. But other than that, I want to make it just a better quality of life for the people using a lot of services, but also for the employees. the men and women here have worked really hard, and part of my job is to uplift them. So all at the same time, will be better services, good communication, streamlining, protecting, and,
Yes.
I just want to uplift.
Sure. I think the fact that you are so young pays dividends, especially in this day and age, because technology is important. You touched upon that. Maybe some technology that we may see in the future that goes to work for us here in Jefferson County.
Well, we look at best practices throughout the whole United States. So we're not stuck in our bubble. So I've been traveling, I've been talking, I've been on the phone, working with our Secretary of Transportation, talking to the governor, and then obviously a partnership with our mayor's office as well. We want to implement the best. Our goal is not just to be lead Kentucky, but lead the United States. So again, we'll have more calls this afternoon. We're working on it. Maybe possible kiosks that could be out in the district to make the ease it so you can get your services then and there. Anything that we can do that better provide services that'll be effective and accurate.
I enjoyed the conversation. I think the team of Bashir, Greenberg, Yates, I'm proud to be a Louisvillian, and you're a big part of that. So, David, really, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
So proud to be part of the team working with you.
You're fantastic, my man. All right, we talked to David Yates, Jefferson County Clerk. Coming up here, when I was a farm boy, we used to test our soil, nitrogen, nutrients. Have you had your soil tested? We'll tell you why you might want to do that and exactly what would happen if you did. Coming up next on Louisville Now.